I am Sterling Holmes, joined by Matt Connor. Wow. Some goods, some bad, some ugly, some of the same. The penalties in the red zone. And I always love seeing a $20 million right tackle, big offseason acquisition, continuously make pre-snap penalties in week 15. But Connor, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I did not see the galvanized Chiefs I hope to see. I didn't see the we'll show you to fine us Chiefs or make calls on us. However, they're up 14-10. They've got the ball. You know, what we want most here is a win, not style points. I just thought we'd see style points.
Yeah, and you're right. I see one question or statement there from Raven says, we always let teams stick around. Where's the killer instinct? You're right. I see a lot of Caleb saying it shouldn't be close at all. Um, Mahomes,
The Butker miss.
Butker missed, but again, the Patriots had a 41-yard missed field goal as well. So those kind of even out.
Yeah.
And then in regards to just the throw from Mahomes, he's had a great first half, an amazing first half, but that one throw was beyond dumb. A
Hey, look.
50-50 ball to your third string tight end, Blake Bell. Like he's your blocking tight end, and that's in that situation, throw it at his feet. Live to fight another down. That made no sense.
I by the way, I could not stop. I know everyone was groaning, I'm sure, on that play. I could not stop laughing that it's Blake Bell going for this contested catch. Like of all the people that we could be talking about, I thought, of course, Blake Bell loses the fight for the catch they needed so dramatically there
For 3 yards.
What is this? What is this? What are we doing? Anyway, the offense looked fine. Other than like the Chiefs beat themselves. That's what they do. Credit to Christian Barmore, by the way. We were talking about him before the game. He returned from he's had some couple great plays here. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. By the way, Derek Nottie got his first sack in 2 years. I need to eat some crow on that one. Good for the defensive tackle to show out in this game.
Yeah, I will also say I've seen Trey Smith sticking on the other side of the trenches here have better games before. Trey Smith has been getting his ass kicked this game. Love Trey Smith, very good right guard. This is not a good game for him. Juwan Taylor again with a penalty, as I mentioned. Creed Humphrey's been solid. Joe Tooney is Joe Tooney. Wanye Morris, still loving the insertion of him into the lineup. Connor, that's a hat tip to you. He's been great. Clyde getting involved in the pass game. Again, we mentioned it's going to be very difficult to run the ball against the Patriots. I'm actually fine with the 6 carries overall that have been given because you're not going to get much there. You just aren't. It's not the way the Chiefs have actually moved the ball pretty effectively through the air besides the one bad pass from Mahomes. So I'm okay with the actual game plan, the breakdown of pass versus run. But that one screen pass to Clyde was electric. In the red zone, the little cute play from McKinnon to Rasheed for the touchdown was nice to see. Even the quick pass on the wide receiver screen to Rasheed Rice, they're getting creative. They're trying to get something going, and I can appreciate them trying to jumpstart the offense here. I would like to see a little more 12 personnel. I don't put Blake Bell out there, but more Noah Gray. They did that early on in the game, and what happened? A 32-yard great play, great catch by him. I would love to see getting Noah Gray more involved because they are putting a ton of effort to stop Travis Kelce. He's being bracketed almost every single play, allows for some one-on-ones. Let Noah Gray get a one-on-one.
Yeah. Look, you said it before the game. We needed second-level receivers to step up. Justin Watson, nice catch. Clyde went for almost 48 or for almost 50 yards on that play, on that beautifully called and executed screen pass early on. Noah goes for 32 to start the game. The guy Tony had a couple catches there. Some of these secondary guys were stepping up, and it was what we wanted to see. You don't want to see Blake Bell going, competing for the ball there in that one spot. But mostly, if it wasn't for it's a couple penalties and then that horrible interception by Mahomes, the offense is looking fine. And credit to defense. I know we're saying I see it. I see you guys saying, like in the comments, we're making Bailey Zappi look like Zach Wilson who look like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, like there have been pitiful quarterbacks or lesser talented quarterbacks look like a career defining performance against the Chiefs. But the results are 10 total points when the Patriots were gifted a possession at the 8-yard line
Yeah.
in that same half. So, I'll take it. Honestly, I will take it. The Chiefs have really came up big at times. Sneed, game after game after game after game. We're not talking about Chris Jones. We're not talking about Chris Bolton. L'Jarius Sneed is the defensive MVP of the season. And again today.
His tackling is just him and Justin Reed were tone setters early on. Again, Justin Reed got absolutely shook by Hunter Henry, but you could see the physicality he brought early on in this game. They had to do something to try and slow down Hunter Henry. Again, I think the Chiefs defense overall, as you mentioned, they've been solid. They gave it basically 7 points. The 3 was gifted by the offense on the interception, but you got to find a way to slow down Hunter Henry. The same thing the Patriots are doing to Travis Kelce, due to Hunter Henry. There's no other really receivers on the Patriots that stand out. Make someone else beat you. Quite frankly, he almost had that second touchdown if it wasn't for that holding penalty, which again, maybe who knows, maybe Zappy was going down with the sack. We never know on that situation, but Hunter Henry, again, wide open in the end zone. The Chiefs need to try and find a better game plan to try and bracket him because obviously Justin Reed on him is not going to work.
Yeah. Well, look, here's where you're missing Brian Cook. Mike Edwards is a good ball hawk. He's got a good nose for the ball, but he's gonna get beat. By some of these guys. I like some of the things I saw McDuffie doing in a small sample size, and I think Douglas had like one big catch for 16 yards, something like that.
Yep.
I like what he's doing. We're seeing missing Brian Cook and what that brings. Some tight ends are going to feast in some ways. Cook's better than what people realize in that secondary, and that's going to hurt. But yeah, but also, we got Drew Tranquil back. Here's the thing. Spags now has to learn, how do I use Bolton and Tranquil together when both are healthy? That's been a rare occurrence this season, and that takes time.
Yeah. Again, I like this comment right here from Sean. The defense gets more stifling as the game goes on. We've seen it throughout the season as it's gone on. At times, the defense will have a figuring out period in the first half, right? The first couple drives. Well, they held them to 10. It's a figuring out period. I do expect them to have a great second half. They've done it the majority of the season. They will give the offense an opportunity to try and take a larger lead again. 14-10, Chiefs coming out with the ball. They're very good at this, right? They're very good at scoring right before half and then coming out and getting the ball again. Obviously, it comes down to the coin toss, but they're very good scoring right before they go to half. I guess final thoughts. You got to keep getting the ball to Rashee Rice, right? Rashee Rice has 4 catches, 42 yards, that 1 touchdown, obviously. But they're doing a great job taking away Travis Kelce. Again, Justin Watson, Rashee Rice. Kadarius Toney had another big play that was called back again. Not on him, but on a brutal flag by the ref. Rashee Rice was running around, and for some reason, the ref was like, no, that's got to be a pick play, even though they were nowhere near each other. Made it 0 sense. Who would have thought the refs would make a bad call yet again?
Brutal.
But I think that's going to be the key for me in the second half is keep getting the ball out to Rashee, Kadarius Toney, Justin Watson, those secondary and tertiary receivers and playmakers. That's what the Chiefs need to do.
Yeah. Look, I feel all right about things. By the way, I want to give a shout out. Lando knows ball. I appreciate the super chat here, man. Trank, get in the bag this offseason. Yeah. You are totally right. We can, I think a lot of us are hoping the Chiefs are going to give him that bag. That's going to be really interesting. How much do you value linebackers? How much do you value the youth you already have at linebacker? We have plenty of time to talk about what the offseason is going to look like there, but you're right that it's good to have him there and back. Overall, a comment. Stacy Smith asks, am I the only one who's actually happy with the first half? What would you say to that, Sterling?
I think there's reasons to be happy, but you also see the same thing week in and week out. And we keep saying, well, if they clean up the penalties or the red zone struggles, then there'd be a great team. But if it happens every single week, this is who they are. Again, Jawan Taylor is who he is, a decent right tackle with penalties. This offense is what it is, a decent offense as far as yards go, but they find ways to continuously shoot themselves in the foot. They're undisciplined. The drops have not been an issue so far, obviously, but every single week we keep saying, well, this is a one-off. But if it happens every single week, is it really a one-off?
Yeah, I think my big takeaway there would be the Mahomes interception. You're gonna get a handful of penalties every game. That's gonna happen. Every team does. The Patriots are gonna get a handful of penalties. The Chiefs are too. That's fine. And I think Zap. Yeah, Zappy's looking better than he probably should, but the Chiefs are giving him a little bit to work with and trying to limit some big plays there. But to me, the turnover is the big deal.
Yeah,
that's what you can't have.
Again, for me, I want to see more Drew Tranquil defensively. Good call. That was awesome. Drew Tranquil getting the sack as well. He is such a chess piece. And offensively, I do want to see a little more swing passes to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That screen pass to him was great. A full head of steam. No one wanted to get in front of Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey. And he did a great job waiting behind his line to let them develop. That was a huge play. Get more Clyde in the pass game, which is something I never thought I would say.
Who knew?
Connor, all right, this was the halftime show. Guess who's coming up for the postgame show? Patrick Allen, Matt Verderam. Until
Allen.
post-game show, I'm sure there'll be a great Verderant coming your way. So until then, thank you, Raymond Chandler, for the super chat. Got in right before the buzzer sounded. I've stopped hoping for the Chiefs to be different. This is the Chiefs' time just to accept it. Yes, thank you, Raymond. You see the light. We are on the same page here, but hopefully in this game, it's enough to get it done. Have fun on the post-game show, everyone. Until then, we're out.